88 gang.
Hit me.
AYB, let pipe him up, bro.
Let's go big. 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 I got hop in a car with no roof. I got hop in a car with no roof. Let's go big. 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 Let's go big.
One of the biggest stars in the world could go to prison for involuntary manslaughter, basically killing a person. What's up, everybody?
November.
I know, a lot of big stories today. My name is Evan Rosenblum. I'm here with one of the legends of MMA, Tyron Woodley, 5-time UFC welterweight champion, one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. Also all around good dude.
And my dog Evan the GOAT, Rosenblum. Last week I fucked it up, but we know we got it together this week.
That's right. Thank you for saying my name correctly. Alec Baldwin could go to prison.
Man,
Dude,
I was on set when it happened.
Were you really?
No, not on his set.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No.
I saw that.
We was on a movie set at the time. We was on filming Cobra Kai. Shout out.
Yeah, let me inform the people. Yeah, that is a pretty cool tattoo on your arm. Besides being one of the baddest fighters in the world, Tyron also dabbles in acting. When I say dabbles, I mean you have a pretty damn impressive movie career.
I'm in all arts.
Yeah, I've seen you in a bunch of stuff. But yes, you've been on a bunch of movie sets. You know how this works. Let me inform the people about the Alec Baldwin situation. If you haven't heard, he was shooting a movie a couple years ago in New Mexico. He's an executive producer on the movie. It's called Rust. He was rehearsing with the gun. The gun went off. Killed somebody on the set, and now he's been indicted for involuntary manslaughter. And if he's convicted of that, up to 18 months in prison. And that's not jail. Jail is where you go if like you're arrested for like doing some dumb shit.
Yeah, prison.
Prison is the real deal.
Prison booty's trying to come after your butt. So at the end of the day, it's funny when this happened.
It's actually a real problem.
No, it's a real.
There's like studies that show that.
I said it casually as a joke, but it's dead ass.
Yeah.
But basically, I was filming Cobra Kai at this time, not to try to make it about me because that's what everybody do in this world. But it was just very, very heightened because I was doing a stunt scene, right? And this is an apartment this is a department that's in the stunt world. So when someone does a safety meeting, somebody comes out and say, okay, guys, it's a safety meeting right now. We're going to have a firearm. It's going to be shot with blank ammo. Okay, everybody can look at the ammo. Right, they'll say the gun's unloaded. Look in here. They'll let the actor look in there, blah, 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 right? So now...
So that's typically how it works on a set, right?
Yeah, typically how it works on the set. They do a whole safety meeting before any firearm goes off. So what happens is when you guys see the gunfire in movies, you could go to CGI where you add the effects at the end. But if you have the opportunity to have blank rounds in there to be able to shoot a blank round, then from that standpoint, it looks more organic, it looks more real, right? It's less supposed to do.
Yeah.
Occasionally and unfortunately at times, there is a live round that makes it into the fucking bundle some type of way.
Which is what happened with Alec Baldwin on the set of Rust. That there happened to be a live round on the set, it got into the gun. Alec Baldwin, we should say, has maintained, he was told there were only blanks in the gun, and he also claims that he never pulled the trigger, by the way. He said it like actually went off, but there are all these...
Yeah, this is the thing about it. Like in that safety meeting, and I'm glad you have me here because I've been in many Olympus Has Fallen. I shot 3 billion rounds on the lawn of the White House. And I'm trying to tell you, it is very, very extensive safety meetings prior to that, right? One thing that I do, anytime I've been in a film where I had a firearm, Escape Plan 2 is the perfect case. If I point this firearm right here, let me get away from this mic. If I point this firearm right here, right?
Yeah.
When you're watching the film, it's not much different if I point it right there.
Right.
I never point a firearm directly at anybody.
Right.
I never point it directly at a camera. Now, sometimes the camera guy's with the shit and got a little bulletproof thing over there.
Yeah.
He wants you to because he wants a good shot.
Right.
He's willing to go those depths, but I'm not willing to take anybody to those depths.
Yeah.
So I feel like when they do this meeting, they also tell you never have your finger on the trigger. And that's just basically gun safety in general.
So it sounds like something didn't happen, because if you spell it out the way you have, and that's how it's supposed to go.
A live round made it into the ammo, right?
Number one. But it sounds like there should be various checks and balances to make sure that like this doesn't happen. So it's not just up to one person.
And then also, like he didn't do anything wrong because it was a person that was operating the camera, correct?
That's the person who was shot. Yeah.
So he didn't do anything wrong because, like I'm telling you, some camera guys are really, they want the best moment of the deal, and they feel safe with the people because they work with kind of the same gun safety people.
Yeah.
So if it's somebody they trust, then they like point that motherfucker right at the camera.
I don't understand.
I
don't understand why they do less of the blanks on movie sets and more of the digital stuff. It costs.
I mean, to be
the
honest,
cost is probably the same. It looks the same.
I get it.
My wife was saying to me, she's like, yeah, but like the actors, they get into it. But it's like, okay, they didn't use real laser beams in the Star Wars movies.
I'm gonna just tell you a secret.
And everybody's fine.
The
acting was still great.
It's a lot different, man. It's
Okay.
a lot different. I've had to because one thing that you don't think about is when you have a firearm, especially when it's not a real one.
Yeah.
We're used to making sound effects like bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
It's hard not to do that. So now you have to act. So imagine
That's
this
what
is
you're acting for.
I
I'm
know,
sorry. I
but
mean,
imagine this is
but
a
like that's what
firearm. I would have
acting
to
is.
be like-
Acting is make believe. It's pretend. So
It's
what does it
something-
matter if
no, I'm
there's no
telling
bullets
you.
in there? And I just
I've
pretend that there are.
I've had two different situations. So when I did Olympus Has Fallen, I was shooting a P90 or whatever it's called.
P90X?
Oh,
Oh, that's the name of a gun is the P90. I am not a gun person. No.
Oh,
I
shit,
shot
I'm with-
guns one time
I
in
got
Las
a whole
Vegas.
Zombie apocalypse come, you come to my house, you'll be well protected.
Yeah.
So I also have done I did something for
I'm a-
H&K and Silencer Co. where it's live rounds, right?
Yeah.
But it's a lot of safety on that.
Right.
But then I did a Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
Hawaii 5-0.
Uh-huh.
We didn't have any rounds.
You're
so weird.
a very accomplished action star.
I mean, I'm on my way up. I got my feet, big toe, been in a lot of different hot waters, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to submerge in there 2024.
Okay, so
but
let
what
me
I'm
get-
telling
let me-
you,
let
it
me-
is
okay,
a
go ahead.
difference. So I agree. When you
okay.
got that live round, it puts you in that moment. You can hear it,
when I
you
make-
can feel it, and it's a natural recoil.
Okay.
When you doing like this for yourself,
Right.
people try to overact.
I want to give Alec Baldwin his due.
I feel bad for Alex.
Hold on. I want to get that in a second. Hold on. I want to give a statement first. Alec Baldwin's lawyers released a statement saying, we look forward to our day in court. That's his statement. So that's his side of things. But now I want to get to the real issue right quick. How,
You know
if he
I ain't
gets
good at being real quick.
if he gets
Goddamn.
convicted and he goes to prison, how does 65-year-old Alec Baldwin do in prison?
He all right. Nobody fucking.
Really?
Yeah, he good.
Why?
Because
they're like, I saw you
just
in,
because they respect him.
in
You know what I mean?
Glengarry Glen
Pride-
Ross, we won't fuck with you.
Nah, they're not gonna mess with him. You know what? He's in there for 18 months. What are they gonna force him to put
Up
some
to
money
18
on their
months,
books?
which means if he's convicted, he'll probably do a couple months tops.
Yeah. Hopefully, this is the thing. He put his finger on the trigger. That's how it went off.
Well, he
right?
says he didn't. He says it was accidental discharge.
That's fine. No firearm went off unless you hit that fucking hammer.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, a lot of actors have their finger on the trigger,
Yeah.
which nobody want to be the one to tell the actor to stop because they don't want to lose their fucking job, right? Your hand needs to be on the side of the gun until it's time to go. If you put it right there, it's time to go. He probably had his hand there. So 3 things happen wrong. One, if they weren't shooting the live take, he should never have the firearm. When you get done, the person with gun safety come and take the firearm from you, right?
Yep.
Right before they get ready to shoot is when they issue it right back to you.
Right.
2, I personally would never point it at a lens.
Right.
Never pointed at a person, never pointed
Sure.
at a lens in my life. Though I'm told it's okay,
Sure.
I won't.
Okay.
3, his finger was on the trigger. So 3 things
you
were
believe
wrong.
you believe it was.
I know it was.
Right. Well, I'm just saying,
And no-
we're
and
just
no-
protecting ourselves legally.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
You
I wasn't.
believe
Okay.
it is
I
your
be-
opinion and it's
it
not a
is
statement of
my
fact.
opinion that if a
Okay.
firearm went off a finger
you're-
with the trigger,
you're
I was
welcome.
not.
I'm protecting you from a
I
lawsuit, Tyron.
appreciate you that
You're
because
welcome.
Alex, you can try to sue me. You ain't getting that much because I'm gonna be
Alec.
sitting there.
It's Alec with a C.
God damn.
Well, how do you like when people call you Tyron
Why you
Woodley?
put stuff in real shit
Do you
right
like,
quick?
Do you like
that
when
ain't
people
quick?
call you Tyron Woodley? Or they
I
call
know
me
this.
Kevin Rosenblum?
It's unfortunate that somebody lost their life. Let's not move away
That's
from
right.
that part,
Okay,
right?
good point.
Somebody that got a family,
Yeah.
somebody that was there trying to make greatness,
Yeah.
and on that day they lost their life.
We got a lot more coming on Real Issue right quick when we come back, including one of the most dangerous men in UFC history who wants a piece of Nate Diaz. And what's the name of the show, Tyron?
Real shit, right quick.
Wipe, then fold, then wipe, flush away. With Dude Wipes, you'll have a clean but great day. Now, why do Dude Wipes clean better?
Because they're extra large?
Because they're flushable.
Because obviously wet cleans better than dry.
Let's watch. See how the wet side clears while the dry just smears.
Just like our butts. It's just like our butts!
Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down.
Welcome back to the show. My name is Evan Rosenblum, along with 5-time UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley. There's a person who wants to fight Nate Diaz, and that person is Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal, you know these guys. This is great. I love this story.
You know what I thought you was going with? I thought you was going to Mike Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Because you remember that one time he said, one of us might die tonight.
Yeah.
And the other dude was like, no.
Yeah. Wait, did you see?
Now.
Yeah, true. So Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz. They already did the BMF fight. Jorge Masvidal.
What's going to be different?
He won that fight. They stopped it because Nate was bleeding all over the place. And
What's going to be different?
Now there's talk that they're going to box. It's going to be in a boxing
What's going to be
ring.
different?
My friends at TMZ Sports asked Jorge Masvidal if it was going to happen. He made it seem like they're very interested. They're trying to be very secretive. But my question for you, person who has fought everybody, who is an expert. I know you haven't fought that. You tried to fight Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he won fight, but he didn't win a fight.
Yeah. Do you remember on a show that Tyron and I did a very long time ago?
Yeah, I got to pull that shit up. That was
We
funny.
got Nate's cell phone and we called it on air, and he didn't pick up. And then Nate's manager.
we was petty as fuck.
He yelled at me.
Hey, I fuck with.
He yelled at
no,
me.
he got the guy he with now. Solid, Zach.
Yeah.
No,
Zach's
Zach's
great.
hard. Yeah,
No, Zach's one of my favorite people in the
Shout
world.
out Zach. Zach's professional as fuck.
Yeah.
I like Zach.
Hello? This is a message from Mr. Nathan Diaz. I called because I got a big box of Pampers for you because I heard you were shitting yourself because you had to fight Tyron Woodley. Please give us a call back so we can set this fight up.
That's Tyron Woodley, by the way.
I think that the fight goes the same way.
You think so?
Because what was different? It's
You
just a
think
different.
Jorge's gonna beat
Only
up
thing that's
Diaz?
different is it's going to be a ring instead of a cage. It's going to be 10-ounce gloves instead of 4-ounce MMA gloves. Nobody was wrestling in that fight. Nobody was doing that much kicking.
Yeah.
It was mostly boxing.
Right.
So I feel like Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer in MMA.
Yeah.
I think he's always been the best boxer in MMA.
You think so?
Who's else?
Well, Max Holloway's pretty good.
Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer in MMA.
I love
I've
Jorge
always said it.
Masvidal.
When they said KJ Noon was the best boxer in MMA, Jorge Masvidal played games with him.
Can I tell you a story about Jorge Masvidal?
Yeah, that's my dog.
You know Jorge Masvidal does game bred bare knuckle MMA? Okay, so check this out. This is getting me. You're a professional, world-class athlete, right? 5-time champion.
He's
you've hit
first
the
off,
top levels of competitive sports.
If anybody can do a bare knuckle league, Jorge Masvidal is 3 ticks underneath Kimbo Slice. He was in that ring.
Yeah.
I think it was genius that he's doing that. He's talking about fighting Nate Diaz again.
Yeah.
First time he gave him a major fade proper.
Yeah.
Lined him all the way.
Wait, but I need to
up.
tell my story about Jorge Masvidal.
Get to it. You
I was a
down there,
very
Biloxi,
good.
Mississippi.
I was a very good high school football player, and that's about as far as my talents got me. But in Biloxi, Mississippi, for the game bred bare knuckle MMA event, I was there, and they called me up one morning and they said, "Hey, Jorge's on his run. Can you go out and go running with him and shoot him?" See what happens.
I like
on
how
his
you
run.
trying to act like you don't run. But go ahead. Keep
I
going.
run, but I'm not a world class athlete. So I threw on
He
my
don't
shoes
run that fast.
and I got on a bridge and I ran 5 miles with Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, he liked to run,
and I
though.
kept up with him.
Yeah,
was pretty
Jorge
good.
Masvidal, one thing about it is,
I'm trying to get you to
likes
give me a
to
pat on
run.
the back here.
I'm
Is
about
what
to.
I'm trying
You was
do.
let me get
Okay,
to the
sorry.
motherfucking climax of the conversation.
All right,
My
fine.
dog runs,
Yeah, I did.
and
That's
guess
right.
what? Jorge Masvidal runs.
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like, when he did help me out with the training camp in St.
Yeah.
Louis, he was looking for hikes. He was looking for all these
Yeah.
exotic places to run.
Yeah.
So if you kept up with him,
Yeah.
you're that guy. So give my dog his stripes, credit. Give
Absolutely.
him respect with a K.
I tried to talk to him during the run, and you know what he said to
Respect.
me? He looked at me and he goes, "Hey, I like you, but don't talk to me when I'm trying to run. Shut the
I'm the
fuck up."
same shit. Hey,
I said,
when I was in
"Thanks, Jorge."
college, I was
You got
barely
it.
breathing. My teammate used to fucking do that to me. Josh Wagner, with your
Yeah.
petty ass. He used to fucking talk to me on purpose because I said that, and I barely was making it. So don't talk
Yeah.
to me. I'm with you. I'm with you, Game Bread.
Okay, let me ask you one more question about UFC. There's a lot of stuff happening. They
Yeah.
just announced a lot of fights. Did you hear that Dana White just announced that Justin Gaethje is going to defend his BMF belt against
God.
Max Holloway?
All right, quit defending fucking belts that was just made by a person that lost the belt.
I like the belt. I think it's cool.
Okay, Nate Diaz said, let's do a bad motherfucking belt, lost the belt.
Yeah.
Now we're going to keep it going?
Yeah, because Justin
not a
Gaethje has the belt now.
To be honest, it's just, what's the difference between that and the world title belt?
It's fun. It's
A
just
world
gimmick,
title
but
belt
it's
means
fun,
that.
man. I
Time
like
out,
it.
Time out. I'm gonna drop knowledge on you.
Okay, all right.
A world title belt doesn't mean that you're the top rank. Doesn't mean you're on a crazy win streak. Because if you don't fucking put asses in seats and motherfucking get people to buy pay-per-view, you're not getting that fight
absolutely
anyway.
right. You're right.
So there's nothing different between a BMF belt and a world title belt because a world title belt is no longer the number one contender. It's guys that's ranked 15th and guys that wear the fucking nice fly suit that jump right into that motherfucking division. If Ronda Rousey comes back out, you think she's gonna do a warm-up fight? She's fighting for a world title off the top.
Respect to Ronda Rousey, a pioneer, one of the greatest of all time. She get beat up
Oh,
by any
wow.
of these women. And by the way, she trailblazed. She opened the doors for all
Who's
these
it?
women.
No, don't go too quick.
What do you mean?
Amanda Nunes gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me Ronda Rousey gonna lose to
Valentina Shevchenko would
No,
beat
that's
the dog
that's
shit.
a weight class underneath her.
Okay, well,
Juliana
she'd drop
Pena,
it.
right?
Sure.
That's who she coached on the Ultimate Fighter show.
Right. Juliana Pena beat Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes
But
beat
what
the
I'm trying to
shit out
tell
of
you
Ronda
is,
Rousey.
if somebody gonna spin a good little controversial deal,
Misha Tate now, by the way, I know Misha Tate was
Ronda
defeated
Rousey,
by Ronda Rousey.
Did Ronda Rousey? We got to do our fact checks.
I know.
Juliana Pena won. She was the first female that won the Ultimate Fighter show.
Right.
I don't know if she was on Misha's team or if she was on Ronda's team. Either way it go, the fact that she was on that show, won the first champion, right, from that show, and then Ronda Rousey, for what she did, she's one of the, she actually got us sold by WWE.
How about this?
Let them fight.
Rematch. Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm right now. Who wins that fight right now? Holly
I like
Holm
you. I
all
like you,
day
Ronda.
long.
I fuck with you.
Me too. I like Ronda
Holly
Rousey a lot.
Holm's style, in my opinion, was not a good one for you. Now, yesterday,
Tomorrow,
3 weeks from now,
5 years,
3 years from now,
Yeah, at the old folks' home.
when we fucking playing bingo and jello, it's still gonna be the same shit to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, you can prove me wrong, because everybody can be proved wrong, but I think the style just wasn't a good style.
Last question
That's
for you.
okay.
Last question before we get out of this segment, real quick.
All right.
John Jones, right now, he's probably got
get
one or
louder.
two-
Don't mean it's quicker.
John Jones, he's got 1 or 2 more fights left in him.
He do?
Who do you want to see him fight before he goes?
Shit, he already did it. Whoever you feel like fighting.
Yeah, but who? Name a guy.
He beat Machida. He beat Chael. He beat Rampage. He beat Rashad. He beat fucking everybody,
True.
right?
Who do you want to see
Who's
him
left? I don't want to see him fight nobody. I want
No?
to see him fight Francis.
fight? Yeah, I still want to see him fight Francis.
Yeah, well,
Think that's possible?
yeah, everything's possible. UFC can do whatever they want to. If Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather, that's outside of the promotion, right?
Yeah,
They
true.
can co-promote. They just choose not to.
All right.
Francis Ngannou and John Jones is a fight that the people actually want to see.
I wanna
They
see
can
it.
make that fight happen.
Yeah, I wish they would. All right, we got more when we come back on.
Real shit right quick.
Drop your drawers. Get going. Drop your pants. Nothing showing. You feel confident and clean.
Feeling confident starts by dropping the toilet paper and picking up Dude Wipes, the extra large, flushable wet wipe that clears instead of smears.
Bottomless confidence, clean and skin free. Drop your pants and show off your Dude Wipes clean undies.
Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Welcome back to the show. My name is Evan Rosenblum along with Tyron Woodley, and the show is
God.
called...
Real shit right quick.
We got a new segment. It's called Clown 'em or Crown 'em.
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
where I'm going to give some topics, and you're going to tell me whether these people deserve praise or deserve to be clowned. Really?
All right, let's see.
All right, so here's the first one, okay? Marshawn Lynch.
Crown.
This is
Crown him.
there's a guy named Alex Healy saw Marshawn Lynch on a flight. He goes, Marshawn Lynch is on my flight, and this is the conversation that ensued. You ready? The guy behind Alex says, "Hey, are you Marshawn Lynch?" and screams it so everybody can hear. Marshawn Lynch turns around and goes, "I'm minding my business. That's who I am."
No. I don't think he said I'm minding my business. Oh, he did say that.
Yes,
I thought you know what I thought he said, which
What?
would have been even more savage.
What?
I thought he said, "Hey, are you Marshawn Lynch?" No, I'm minding my own business. Like my name is minding my own business.
Yeah.
Is that what he was kind of getting at?
That's what he was saying. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
leave me alone. I'm minding my business. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, let people get, like, on a plane. Like, this is the one thing I don't like on a plane. Because you sit next to me don't mean I'm obligated to have this conversation with you.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm trying to get these fucking Z's.
Yeah.
And you thinking that because you're sitting next to me, I have to listen to a 3.5 hour conversation.
Yeah, no, put your
It's
headphones
not-
right on.
No, I just,
I crown Marshawn Lynch for
I
this.
start coughing real bad.
Throw off the plane now.
Fake COVID on your ass.
Marshawn Lynch gets crowned for that. I think
He
that's
is
great.
wrong. He
It's
fucking-
like he gave that guy a moment.
Hey,
it's
he
a
is
fun
savage.
story. It's who he is. That's
He's
great.
smart. His marketing is dumb. Yeah,
Okay.
I fuck with it. Crown.
Here's the next one. Ready? Crown him or clown him. There was a report that came out that several fans who attended the Kansas City Chiefs and Miami Dolphins playoff game last week were hospitalized, were treated for hypothermia because it was so cold, right? It was freezing. You saw the video. Andy Reid's mustache was frozen, and Patrick Mahomes, it was so cold. His helmet cracked and shattered on the field. So these fans that decided to brave the cold out there and go to the game and then were eventually treated for hypothermia. Do you crown them for being out there and being loyal fans, or do you clown them for being like, why couldn't you just stay at home and
They
watch
should
the
have been
game on your
swagging and
couch?
surfing the whole time. Keep
Yeah.
that blood flow going.
Yeah, what do you do?
I just think that, I don't know, people be crazy about being fans of sports. So I feel like that comes at a risk. and they chose that risk. It's unfortunate that people got to go to the hospital, but what more can you do?
Here's some stats, by the way. Ready? Kickoff temperature was 4 degrees below zero with a wind chill of negative 27
I'm watching
degrees.
your ass on TV,
making the
my
game the
dog.
4th coldest in NFL history, according to the Chiefs' communications. And then the Kansas City Fire Department Battalion Chief Michael Hopkins said 7 of those who were treated for hypothermia symptoms. 3 were for frostbite. 5 were for various other medical issues. So these people were like, I want to watch this football game in person so bad.
Everybody want to be like, I was
sacrifice
there.
my health. That's right.
Just so they can say, I was in that moment. It was cold. I was there. I thugged it out.
So
no,
crown
you
him or
dumb.
clown him? Crown
You
him?
dumb.
You like crowning him?
Clown they dumb ass.
Oh, you
froze.
crown him. Okay.
Go
All right,
home.
clown.
Watch him on TV. Watch him in the car.
All right. Last one. Mike Tyson put out a video where he's in a bumblebee outfit dancing around. Look at him. That's the baddest man who ever walked the earth right there.
That motherfucker tripping.
Crown him or
Mike,
clown him?
dog.
Crown him for everything.
Yeah, I'm crowning Mike, but that shit funny as a motherfucker. I'm crowning you because
Yeah.
you comfortable enough to do that shit. That shit funny. Andrew, please throw that shit up on the screen, dog. That shit hilarious.
Friendly's promoting something. He's
And
hilarious.
he's so offbeat. No, you know what's funnier when he was on that fucking hoverboard?
Yeah.
That motherfucker ate all type of manure.
It's funny, man. One last topic I want to hit you before we leave the show. This is one of the funniest moments of the week, right?
All right.
So Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won their game. They're going to be playing the Detroit Lions this weekend in Detroit. Todd Bowles, who's the head coach of the Tampa Bay Bucks, was asked a question at a press conference that a lot of people are clowning the reporter for.
Yeah.
And you'll see why. Take a
Appreciated
look.
himself
Check it
with the
out.
team that way, and that's all I mean by him being himself.
Coach, looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures we tend to talk to. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? And they got a dome.
You know what? I don't like his motherfucking reply. I'm tell you why. Because you know, judging off voice, it was a sister reporter.
Okay.
Now, as a brother, you know she was trying to come with that good, well thought out question.
Right.
Don't drown her like that. Say, you know what? That would be a case, but in this situation, thank God we're playing in the dome and we don't have to do that. But it's definitely been give her a little bit there.
You don't think I
clown him? I'm clowning him.
I thought he was very sensitive because he has to answer the question. It was a ridiculous
He
question.
didn't clown her, but he could have helped her out. He could have threw her a life raft.
I thought that is the life raft. Like, we're in a dome,
He
right?
said, you basically, dumbass, we not outside. We playing inside with heat. So I think I'm clowning him because as a brother in a position of power, you see the sister was trying to come with with an intellectual question, just based on that.
What's the worst question? Look, and by the way, for the
worst
reporter,
question?
by the way, the reporter didn't even try to like make excuses. So props to the reporter. Like everybody has an embarrassing
But
moment.
it's
every now and then.
embarrassing though.
It's embarrassing, but you know what?
But
She's a pro.
I think he did it. I don't think nobody get crowned or clown for that. But I think he did the least amount possible
to help her out.
Though.
Look, I
But
just
he
saying,
didn't hurt
like,
her.
everybody makes
He
mistakes.
didn't clown her,
She made a mistake. It's okay. She's gonna move forward. She has a great career. She's, you know, it takes a lot of balls to go out there and like ask questions. Why
because
the
there's not a
media's
lot
on
of
you.
there's not a lot of opportunities to be a reporter.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think it's maybe like 20 of them total.
Bro, when I first started off in this industry, this is a true story. I was sent to go cover a case. Scott Weiland, who was the rock star, he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He was in court, and I was sent to court to cover it. And I was just out of college, and they gave me a microphone and said, "You got to go ask Scott Weiland about his criminal case." And so this car pulls up. It's a big SUV. Doors open up, and
You should be the TMZ to do the run up on with the camera.
this was before TMZ. This is before TMZ. I was a reporter. And so they had sent me, and this guy comes out, and he looked dressed like a rock star, and he's got big glasses on, he's got his hair, but it's not Scott Weiland. So I just keep asking questions, like random questions, like generic stuff. And we're walking, and finally the guy stops me, he took his glasses off, and he goes, "You don't know who the fuck I am, do you?" And I'm like, "No, sir, I'm so sorry." It was Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses. I was like, damn it, I screwed
you
that
know
one
what?
right up. I was like, I love Guns N' Roses, but
That's
I've
a
never
funny
seen
ass story,
Duff.
though.
I was like,
At least you got a little laugh out of it.
I did. Everybody made fun of me for that. They're like, "How do you not know Duff McKagan?" I'm like, "I know Axl Rose and I know Slash." I'm sorry, my bad, everybody.
Man, I ain't know who Duffy is either. I ain't gonna lie. Now I do.
Legend. He's a legend.
Hey, you know what? There's all legends out here.
Yeah, we've all. I guess the point is, we've all made mistakes, man.
Hey, I said we all legends out here.
We all made mistakes. Look, that's gonna do it for us here
All
this
right, y'all.
week. What's the name of the show?
Oh, real shit right quick. We love you guys.
We'll see you next week.
Let's go big. Let's go big. Let's go big. Let's go big. I got car with no roof. I got